Courage by Anne Sexton. The poem Courage is about human experience. The poet, through symbols and metaphors, details the courageous ways in which human beings traverse the difficult path of their life, and how, in the various stages of life, they respond to the challenges life presents. Sexton writes about the courage that man exhibits in his life from childhood to old age, the resilience that he shows, and the power of endurance that he possesses in the face of difficulties. It is in the small things we see it. The child's first step, as awesome as an earthquake. The first time you rode a bike, wallowing up the sidewalk. The first spanking when your heart went on a journey all alone. When they called you a crybaby or poor or fatty or crazy and made you into an alien. You drank their acid and concealed it. Later, if you faced the death of bombs and bullets, you did not do it with a banner. You did it with only a hat to cover your heart. You did not fondle the weakness inside you, though it was there. Your courage was a small coal that you kept swallowing. If your buddy saved you and died himself in so doing, then his courage was not courage, it was love. Love as simple as shaving soap. Later, if you have endured a great despair, then you did it alone, getting a transfusion from the fire, picking the scabs off your hurt, then wringing it out like a sock. Next, my kinsman, you powdered your sorrow, you gave it a back rub, and then you covered it with a blanket, and after it had slept a while, it woke to the wings of the roses, and was transformed. Later, when you face old age and its natural conclusion, your courage will still be shown in the little ways. Each spring will be a sword you'll sharpen. Those you love will live in a fever of love, and you'll bargain with the calendar. And at the last moment, when death opens the back door, you'll put on your carpet slippers and stride out. The it in the first line of the poem is courage, and the poet goes on to give examples for courage exhibited during childhood. For the child, taking the first step is a momentous occasion. Childhood is also a vulnerable phase of life, a time of exploration and many firsts. One is weak and one can be subjected to abuse or different forms of oppression by bullies and abuses. You drank their acid and concealed it, writes the poet, referring to the courage shown. The second stanza signals the time after childhood, adolescence, and early adulthood. Sexton uses a series of metaphors, bombs, bullets, coal, and shaving soap, to show how men are courageous at different points in their life. In the third stanza, using a series of images and symbols, the poet underscores the healing process that a man goes through after being hurt emotionally. The final stanza is about the courage one exhibits in one's old age. It's about how man goes through the tribulations of old age and finally accepts the natural conclusion, which is death, with dignity.